You by some bad news that we received last night. Alas, our colleague Miguel Portas passed away. We knew that Miguel was very seriously ill. He'd been fighting against it extremely bravely. He was among us just a few days ago. And he had 2 operations. He was undergoing treatment, and he was slowly taking up his duties again. And he said how much working with us in the Parliament was helping him in his fight against the disease. He was only 53 years old. An economist, a journalist, the author of several books, the founder and manager, leader of the left-wing bloc political party in Portugal. He was elected for the first time in 2004. It was his second mandate. We all knew him. We all greatly appreciated him. He was a good friend of ours as the GUI group coordinator. I didn't know him very well personally, but like all of you, I really appreciated his extraordinary sense of the general interest. He defended his political convictions, the position of his group, but his entire life was given to the service of others. His personal commitment, his courage, will remain an example to us. I'd like to express to his family and his colleagues who are here my deepest sorrow and my sincerest condolences. The coordinators told me that they also wanted to say a few words. So I suggest that everyone who does want to say something takes the floor, and then we'll hold a minute's silence. Thank you. Salvador? Sorry, Sidonia, please.
Szanowni Państwo, ze smutkiem I z żalem dowiedziałam się o...
Well, I was very sad to learn that our colleague Miguel Portas had passed away. For me and for my political group, Miguel was an example of a member who knew how to hold political discussions while respecting the political opinions, of others, whatever they were. He never underestimated others' ideas, but he did put forward his own, of course. We'll miss him. At the human level, I'm sad as well. He was the father of a young family, and so I'd like to express my condolences to his loved ones. They've lost a husband, a father. Miguel will remain in our thoughts and our memories as an excellent colleague. We'll miss him. Thank you, Sidonia. Goran, please.
Thank you, Chair. This is really a sad day for us all because Miguel Portas was a great colleague. He had to deal with a very difficult situation personally, a difficult situation in his home country, and tough challenges in the European Parliament. But he, in spite of that, was always a colleague with a good sense of humour. He had a very strong fighting spirit, personally and politically, and he was a devoted fighter for particularly deprived people, the unemployed, etc. He was very ideological, but also very constructive, practical and constructive, and we really appreciated his work in the Budgets Committee and among the coordinators. He was particularly engaged in the issue of the Globalization Fund and the support for those who had lost their jobs during the crisis because of globalization, and there he really made an excellent work. We think of his family and his colleagues in his political group, and we really miss him.
Merci, Goran.
Thank you, Goran. Elga, please.
Thank you, Alain. For me, it's the first time that I hear this very sad message. I did not realize before. That's really shocking and very bad news. And I have to say that for his family and the small children, that is really terrible. We all know what it does mean if the father of a family with small children dies. And from our point of view here in the Parliament, I have to say as well, very often I did not share his opinions, but his way of fairness and dealing with different opinions, that was really great. And therefore, I as well have to say I will miss him, and it's really a very sad news. Thank you.
Merci, Helga.
Thank you, Helga. Carl.
Tack, herr ordförande.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Chairman, in the Liberal group, when we were informed that Miguel had passed away, I looked towards my colleagues. I looked at their facial expressions, and I could see from their facial expressions how very much they were attached to Miguel, all of us. We were all affected. Our colleagues are very, very affected by his passing. Now, in this Parliament, the nice thing that we have is cooperation. Although we might have different opinions, different ideologies, we do work together. And it seems to me that Miguel really gave us a wonderful example in that sense. You know, he was always in good spirits, even though, you know, on many issues we had radically different ideas, but he always worked with us in good spirits, and we will remember him. We will remember him. And we would like to extend our condolences to the family of Miguel. Thank you.
Merci.
Thank you. Miguel passed away on the eve of the Carnation Revolution. A philosopher once said, I don't know where he was from or what his name was, a great deal about the equality of human beings. He was asked, why do you think human beings are equal? And he said, in 2 days of their lives, on the first day of their life and the last day. Friends, I suggest we hold a minute's silence for Miguel Portas.
Je vous remercie.
Thank you.